Soldiers on the table march in line. Painted shields and swords, they shine so fine. Dice roll like thunder, sealing fate. In this battle of ours, let's not be late. Wargaming in miniature, no war too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Heroes made of plastic, armies clash and roar. Wargaming in miniature, let's fight some more. Kings and castles rise where soda cans stood. Mountains made of books, it's a cardboard wood. Strategy of giants on a scale so flee.
All right, hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am just now getting ready for the game. My players are gradually starting to filter into Discord, and we'll be getting started here in just a moment. Let me put my pop filter in front of my microphone because it probably didn't sound right. All right, so give me a second. When I see everybody's on, we'll jump into the game.
Snacks to the side and the glue close by. We men, broken warriors, give them one more try. Cavalry rides beneath the lamp's warm light. On this tiny frontier, we rewrite the fight. Wargaming in miniature, no war too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Heroes made of plastic, armies clash and roar. Wargaming in miniature, let's fight some more. Tiny soldiers on a grand paper plane, rolling dice to echo cannons refrain. Kingdoms rise within this tabletop dust. In strategy and chaos we place our trust.
All right, hello again, everybody.
What's up?
Not much. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I think we're gonna have a good game. So how's everybody else doing?
Doing all right. We had a trial for a new product launch today, so I've been super busy.
What's the product?
So this one is a new it's a more efficient water heater. We already make it down at the we have a plant in Juarez that makes it for some South American locations. But it really doesn't have a market up here yet, but it is more efficient. Effectively, what it is a heating unit that goes outside of your house, and then a storage unit that goes in your house. It also removes a lot of the risks of like, say, fire or like really bad leaks from an improperly installed water heater because all the work is being done outside. And then your inside water heater is just used to store hot water that is continuously recirculated back outside to make sure it's staying hot, just like a regular heater. They're called, I think it was like Vertex or something like that is the brand.
Okay.
It's exciting for me. My life is water heaters now.
I thought your life was already water heaters. Isn't that what you do? Is make water heaters? Right? No?
I am officially back.
All right. How are you doing? Am I muted?
I'm here, just muted.
Okay. Give me a second.
I assumed you were doing a stream intro. My bad. I would have said something.
Yeah.
No, I meant.
All right. Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
know.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when I switched my camera, the microphone switched also for some reason.
Gotta love technology.
Do I have to?
No, don't even get me started.
No.
I've been in a 48-hour freaking long screaming match with freaking My Mini Factory for their release of their stupid merchant hub recently. It is so far behind schedule that, yeah, zero functionality. They want to pay for it, and they're telling us they won't get any functionality till Q3, 4. And I'm sorry, but if you're pulling in as much money as they are, there's a year of development. The only functionality it's got is to verify you have a license. And they want it live and usable because they need revenue.
Got to make the money.
Yeah, but as an IT guy in a software and knowing the software development world, they already have the functionality to add PayPal in on the other side to give us the analytics, the metadata. They've got export for CSVs, but they can't figure out how to do imports for CSVs. And it's like, you guys have been at this for over a year, and this is the functionality you roll out with.
I'm trying to get my shit straight. Give me a second. Oh my gosh.
I just flush mine.
Yeah, but it's got to be straight.
Old pipes. Got it.
Okay, I think I got that. Okay, so sorry about last week. I forgot to tell you guys I wasn't going to be on, and then when I looked at the chat, I was like, "Wait a second, they thought I was supposed to be here." Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell them. Totally sorry. Sorry about that.
No worries.
All right, but we are back, and we are. One person is not in the game, but that's okay. He's on chat. So,
Give me a minute, I'll be there. I'm just,
no worries, no worries. No big deal. Nothing's happening.
I'm
So,
dealing with a murder.
Oh, okay.
Stupid
Just going to do a
freaking
real
rails.
quick recap. Um, Sir Bedivere and Sir Gwyneth um, was tasked by King Arthur to go to Salisbury and link up with Robert and him and assist him in defending his territory versus the Saxon incursions that are happening. Um, and when you got there, you immediately were informed that, um, well, Sir Gwyneth and his wife were informed that her father is ill and is, he doesn't live that far away, um, just just a few miles, maybe less than a day's ride. And so if you wanted to visit him, you could. That would be no problem. Um, and but in the meantime, there was a feast. Very, it was a spur of the moment feast. It wasn't something planned or anything like that. But all of the movers and shakers were invited to the party, and you got a chance to meet some. Uh, well, Sir Gwyneth, being from Salisbury, being raised here in Sarum, he was able to get reacquainted with some of the people here, uh, introducing Sir Bedivere to, um, you know, the clientele, if you will. And in the process, you got a chance to meet Sir Bryce. Sir Bryce is a local knight. He was just recently knighted. Um, you might have seen him, uh, probably not. Your squires might have a better recollection of him because he was just recently elevated from squire to knight. So he participated, or at least his knight participated in the battles of the previous years, and his knight fell in battle um, against King Lot and their ilk. All right, so when you guys arrived, you had the party, you got a chance to meet everybody, and then on the way out, as everybody was starting to settle down and starting to leave the party and head to their head to their inn, which is where you guys are staying, is in a local inn in town. That there was a night you remember uh, at the party. He was a little bit tipsy and mumbling to himself in the corner. And you went over there and introduced yourself. I mean, interjected into his conversation, find out what he was mumbling about. And he was talking about um, a ceremony that's going to happen soon, within I think it's a week or so. It's going to happen at uh, Uffington Castle, which there is a holy site called the White Horse, and it's a pagan holy site, but there's supposed to be a horse goddess, and she will grant a boon to anyone that brings their horse to this site at the designated time, right, which is during this holy event. Give me a second. Let me bring some. Um, this is a special year. It's the centennial anniversary of the foaling of Epona. Epona is the horse goddess. And anyone who's present at the Great White Horse during the next full moon will have an opportunity to receive a great gift. This gift is good for horses, but he doesn't know anything else about it. Okay, so that is where we left. You guys we talked, I basically just ended the night at this conversation. So that's where you're at. And he's still there. He's not, he does mention, I am going to do everything in my power to have an opportunity in about a week when the full moon hits to be at this celebration. Something you need to know, it's in a territory called Gentane. Gentane is the territory just north of Salisbury. Okay, so if I was to ping you up there, wait, you are on my map, right? Maybe you're not.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're on the Salisbury map. Perfect. The border is the dike, the Wren's Dike, which is this line right here, this kind of very faded red line. That's the border of Salisbury. Okay. Anything above that would be Gentane, or the Gentane Downs. Yeah. And then they got the wood up here, the Campocorentin Forest. But it's not in the forest. It's in the Gentane Downs. Actually, it's in the Lambourne Downs, which is the area on the other side of this river. But you can see that there is a dotted line right here that basically, and this river and this area here, it's all still part of Gentane, but um, but it's basically under Uppington. The steward of Uppington manages this little area right here. It's the White Horse Vale. Okay, now I have a new book. I haven't had a chance to read. I haven't had a chance to read every page of it yet, but it's called The Gazetteer. Okay, hold on. Map. That's not what I want. Game Master.
I hate to think what the people are like in Uppington.
I know, right? You think they're
Probably pretty uppity.
I was going to say better than Lessington. I don't know. Okay.
Downington? Downton. These people don't get along with Downton.
Oh, alt books. Here it is. I put it in a folder. Here it is. Game Master Gazetteer. Give me a second. It came with the Sauvage book. It was a freebie, but it's actually like 65 pages of goodness. Um, maybe I can do a control F. I'm spelling Gentane. No results found. Okay, hold on. Control F didn't work. There an index? There is. Okay, it's not Cambria or Cumbria. It's Logris, right? We should be in Logris. Yeah, Gentane, page 41. Okay, so this is information that you know that is general. Everyone knows about the Gentane area. The south boundary is the Rensdyke. Okay, as you already know. Though sometimes called a county, Gentane lacks an actual count, being divided between barons and royal domains. The chief being the Baron of Marlborough. A single sheriff represents the king in Gentane and Salisbury. Um, yeah, the plain rises into a wooded hills to the northwest and downs. It includes the castle of Marlborough and the town of Wanborough and Middenhall, and it's part of the Duchy of Clarence. Okay, we won't go into further investigation. Now you were thinking about Uppington. I don't think it gets that. What's the word? That detailed. But the adventure might. That's the north. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. I'm curious to know what it says about Salisbury. I'm just curious. We already know. It's one of the kingdom's most ancient counties. Salisbury Plain is gently undulating region whose rivers are lined by many prosperous estates and villages. It has the remains of many ancient Bronze and early Iron Age settlements, mostly long abandoned but occasionally resettled, like Sarum. Um, if you can make a pagan religion roll, I'll tell you a little bit more.
I can't if any of you fellas can.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
1 second. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't see my. Could have swore I had. Oh, there it is.
All right, you succeeded. Okay, this is old history, but you know that this territory was once part of a tribe called Belgae, okay, or Belgae. It came to Britain from Gaul. But this area is most famous for its huge megalithic circle called Stonehenge. Which is located right there. And we all know what Stonehenge is. I mean, today.
I mean, what it is?
Where, yeah.
All I know is it's a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, it's a bunch of rocks standing in a circle. Yeah, exactly. And if it's anything like the Long Neck, it's a bunch of witches that have been turned to stone.
What if it's like another entry to a fairy place? I don't know.
It could be that too. There is a TV series called I think it's called the Outlander.
Outlander, yeah.
And that's what it's based on. Someone went through the Stonehenge back to the past.
She actually went through a different standing zone region up in the north in Scotland. And it touches upon the fact that there are several entry points within the Fae that the Fae have used to travel through distances and time. There's one in the Caribbean. There's a couple in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, I watched half of an episode and got bored and turned it off. And I don't know if you guys watched the Pendragon Chronicles or whatever it's called.
I started it, but I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, the new series. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes and said it's too dry. In my opinion. Like you haven't finished it, I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm going to go back to it. It's really cool, and it's kind of, it's got the Merlin and how he comes to be and all that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely dragging.
Yeah, it was dragging, right? Exactly. And
The old series, I can't think of its name, with the black-haired kid that was playing Merlin. That was far more engaging than the current stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the Merlin TV series?
Yeah, I think it was what it was, the Merlin TV series back then. It was a lot more engaging and gave us a little more enjoyment than the current.
Yeah, I mean, I have some things to say about Merlin, the TV series, but we're not going to fill up this entire evening of talking about TV series. But it was like written for TV. So it wasn't like the legends. They just used their names, and their likeness, like skin suits or whatever. But it was enjoyable. I just like Star Trek or whatever. I enjoyed it just for what it was. Okay, so so what are you guys gonna do? You guys are everybody's packed up and getting ready to go to bed or whatever. I don't need to know every single minute of every day. I need you to tell me like in general, what are you gonna do? You don't have to say I'm going to bed. I don't need to know that. I need to know like um, over the next week, what are you planning on doing? Knowing that you're going to need some time if you want to participate in the ceremony. You don't have to. It's just something that's going on in the area.
I think in the past, Gwyneth would not have, but we just got some help from some fairies and saved like the day. So maybe there's something to this pagan nonsense. I'll try to get permission to go to the celebration with the reasoning of, well, if my horses are blessed, then I'll be a better knight.
Okay, so you want to approach Robert and see if you can't get leave
Yeah.
so you can go to this event. Okay. What about your compatriots?
Well, as for myself, I would be preparing for participation in the ceremony. Seeing as I am a pagan knight to begin with, as well as tending to my gear and just spending my time learning the region, learning what I need to know about the region, seeing as we're going to be here for a minute. Probably get associated with some of the other knights and squires just to make sure I am acquainted with those I need to acquaint myself with, and focus as much time as I can on prepping for the ceremony. I mean, horses are a vital part of everything a knight does when riding into battle, so it's a necessity.
Yep.
And if it is pagan nonsense.
That's right. Bryce?
I guess I'm gonna do something similar. I guess get ready to go up to that since it seems to be what the other two knights are doing, and I'm just gonna kind of tag along with them since I'm a new knight and don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing in the downtime when Sir Robert isn't leading us off into battle.
Okay. Um, okay. So in the next day or so, you guys you get a chance to get acquainted with Sarum, and you know where your squires are staying. They take care of the horses and your gear and all that. You don't have to do any of that. Um, you don't even your training is um, it's almost like you're past that. You don't do training. Squires do training. You have graduated. You are now a knight. You might practice or you might um, spar with your fellow knights, but there's not really an instructor, showing you what to do or whatever. You're just taking your skills and learning from mistakes and stuff like that. But your squires, on the other hand, they are being uh, required to attend certain events where they have to practice. And your squires are no different than any of the other squires. They are required to attend um, and different days have different events. And some of the knights are in charge of doing the training. You can train your own squire, but usually it's done in like a big group And so you're not taking your single squire off to the side and training them. Just in this case. Now, if you were on the road out in the wilderness, you might take your squire to the side and say, "This is how do X, Y, Z or whatever." Okay, so you are really free to explore the castle, the town, visit the chapel, stuff like that, because your squires are being taken care of already by the trainers, and you have no real obligations other than periodically uh, you have to stand guard on the wall. Um, as a squires do that as well, but they are more. How do I explain that? They are more uh, eyes and ears, where they just like stand. They help keep you awake. You can have conversations with them and things like this. They don't really.
They're the management.
They no the squires. You're they.
Or I mean, the knights are the management, and the squires are
Yeah, but the squires
building
that pull
character.
yeah, the squires that pull guard though are more like filler. You're just kind of showing them how, what to listen for, what to look for, stuff like that. Um, so occasionally you're on the wall with your squire and things like that, but usually you're on your wall with maybe somebody else's squire or no or with each other or nobody's squire, and every now and then the the um, not constable. Um,
Captain of the guard.
yes, but more than that. Give me a second.
Is it a C word? Castellan?
I don't know if it's the Castellan. Let me go to all. Yeah, here we go. The marshal. Dame Aspara. She's in charge of the army, basically. But she's also in charge of sending out patrols, covering the different, um, uh, covering the wilderness to make sure there's nobody hiding in the woods trying to make their way to, sneaking up, no spies and stuff like that. Um, Second, I'm fixing something on my map here. Yeah, there we go. I had an old token for Sir Bryce. I got your new token, so I had to pull it out. Okay, so my point is, you guys are not really ever tasked with going on patrol. Well, it's only been a few days anyway, but you haven't received the uh, requirement to go on patrol. You've only had to pull guard either in the afternoon or late at night, and your squires are in the middle of doing training and things like that. When you get an opportunity, you pull Robert off to the side, and um, you explain to him, what's going on. There's going to be an event, on the full moon, which is coming up pretty soon, and you're hoping to attend, and yeah, so uh, do you have any favors from Robert? Do you have any favors collected from Robert?
That is an excellent question.
I know you have favors from
I got a
Art,
buttload with Arthur.
Arthur.
No, Nemwe owes me 5. Arthur owes me 150. That's all I got. Anybody else? Or just me?
I don't have any.
Yeah, they haven't been around long enough. All right. So
Right.
yeah. So Gwyneth, because it's you, and you know, he knighted you, and you were knighted the same day that he was knighted, and we've been good friends for a while now. We fought side by side. We witnessed Arthur draw his sword from the stone, the anvil. Um, I I will grant you this, uh, but I noticed that there's a couple of other knights in my entourage that have also requested permission to leave. Um, there's only been 4 nights to ask to leave. I think I can afford to have 4 nights, especially if there's any chance to get a boon from a god. That sounds like a pretty awesome thing. But what I'm going to do is you're going to owe me.
That's what I was going to say. I think you can afford to lose 4 nights for the day and also have 4 nights owe you a favor each.
That's what I'm saying. You and your ilk are going to owe me a favor in the future. If I need to call upon you, I expect you to answer. Now he understands. Now this is something out of character. He understands that you are no longer his knight. You are Arthur's knight. He understands that. That's why he's saying you're going to owe him because he can't demand it. He can demand it. You can offer it, but technically he can't because it's you basically the chain of command is you report directly to Arthur.
I mean, he is doing me a favor by saying yes, so I feel I owe him the favor. And I like him, so I don't mind coming to his aid when he needs me. I would do that anyways.
There you go.
Just like he would let me go even if I didn't give him a favor. But I'll give him that.
All right. So if you will, um, let Sir Bryce and Sir Bedivere know, and Sir Han, let them all know that you have my permission to head out. It's going to take more than a day to go there and come back. You know, you're going to probably leave a couple of days before, uh, maybe not a couple of days. You'll probably leave the morning of the full moon and then participate in the event and then come back the next morning, something like that. So it won't be a there and back in just a few hours.
But there and back was so good.
I prefer the sequel, There and Back Again.
Right. Okay. I need to make it.
But yeah, I will keep them all safe.
I only have one map. Okay, let's create it.
And we will return mightier for it.
Okay, give me a second. I'm creating a map. because it's going to be basic. Don't worry about it. Oh wait, I know what I can do. I don't have to create anything. I thought I had this map already created. Um, hmm. Yeah, just bear with me. There we go. Yep, we'll use this one. All right, that works for me. That's all I needed. Um, I just I'm just preparing for what's going to happen. All right, so yeah, so over the next few days, you guys just go about your business, go about your duties, and make ready, for the trip to the north. Um, you do need to know that Sir Hot is also going. He's the pagan knight in um, in Robert's court. Trying to get back.
The name again? Sorry, I didn't.
Han.
Yeah, he's hot. No, it's not spelled like that though. It's Hawyght or something like that. Let me find it. HaWyn. I'm gonna copy him. I'm gonna paste him. There we go. So that's him. He is locally known as the Knight of the Old Ways. So if you hear somebody say the Knight of the Old Ways, they're talking about Sir Han.
Is that similar to one of those types of knights we can achieve, or is that like a moniker he's earned?
He's the only pagan in the court, so
Okay.
they just labeled him like that. Okay,
So
so
that's just Big Jim.
yeah. Now he is, and everyone should know that you're probably going to bring your squire along. You're probably going to bring your round C, which is your riding horse, but you're also going to bring your charger, which is your war horse, and your squire will be riding his round C. You don't need to bring uh, your pack mule. You know your because you don't need that. But you'll probably want to bring your weapons and armor. First of all, there might be Saxons on the road, or there might be bandits, or who knows what will happen when you get there. When you cross the border, who knows? But everybody's under Arthur, and it's one big kingdom, so there shouldn't be too much problem. Not like it was in the anarchy period when every little territory guarded their borders against every other territory. Now the borders are a little bit more open, um, unless of course you're a Saxon. Um, the the uh, the the Night of the Old Ways says, be sure to bring your weapons and armor because I suspect the evening will have some kind of magical significance, and who knows what kind of dangers might lurk ahead. Don't bring your wife.
See, that's what my question was going to be. Is should I?
We can't ride.
No.
We can't ride. We would be slowed down if you came. She'll stay here.
Okay, fair enough. She got to stay here. I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old.
I wouldn't bring them either.
She's busy.
Exactly. Just milling about and talking to people. Everybody just go ahead and give me an intrigue roll. Intrigue is just going to let me know if you pick anything up from the local villagers, or, just in casual conversation with, the blacksmith or whatever.
Sir Bryce failed.
Yeah, Gwyneth failed.
Yeah.
Okay, Val.
Bedivere succeeded.
Bedivere. You would be the one to succeed because, pagan and all. It seems like everyone in town, or everyone in Sarum knows what the Great White Horse, they know about it. They the legends passed around from people to people. Some of the people, I'm not going to say half, but maybe like 20% of the population are pagan, and so their beliefs or whatever are kind of shared, and everyone kind of knows about it. They don't know much about it because it's outside their county's border, but and this is something that I don't want to downplay, but most people have never been to the adjacent town. Most people are born and raised and live and die in one town. That's 99% of the population. There are people that do travel, and especially the military, they definitely travel around. But just your average like farmer, somebody who tills the farm, he doesn't go anywhere.
Don't do it that time, but it's moldy.
I agree. All right, so okay, so what we're gonna do is, are you doing just that? Are you taking your round seat, which is your riding horse, and your charger in case you need a combat horse, and your squire and your armor and your weapons?
I'm going to be prepared, and I'm going to go ahead and take my squire and gear just to be on the safe side. Better to be prepared and not needed than unprepared.
Yeah, Sir Hawin. Yeah, he's that's probably not how it's pronounced, but he's definitely taking everything. He's the one that suggested it. Bryce, are you going to bring your squire? Do you have a squire? What's his name?
I don't think I named him. I'd have to look. But I do have a squire. Yes, I'm bringing my squire and all of my uh, combat gear and both horses.
Yeah, I have somebody here called Copy of a Young Squire. Wait,
I did name him. His name is Jasper.
That's Bedivere. Yours is named Copy of a Young Squire. Oh, you just changed it. Okay. Perfect. Jasper's coming along. Is he coming along? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Gwyneth? Oh, hairy one.
Yeah, I'm bringing. Oh crap! What's the new one's name? Bernard. I'm bringing Bernard.
Okay.
Bernard.
How old is he?
15. Let me
Okay.
check.
14 or 15. So everybody's squire is pretty young. Just FYI. But that's okay. That's why they're called the young squire.
Yeah, I just got Bernard right before the winter phase.
Yeah.
The
Yep,
young
yep.
guns.
That's right. All they were going to do is like set up your tent and keep your horses
I mean,
fed and
I've
stuff like that.
successfully made a knight out of a squire.
That's right. Yeah. You're winning. You're married. You have kids. Now
And an heir.
now all you need is ownership of a castle, and then you can make a new character.
Yay!
That's right. All right. So yeah, so I'm going to do a little narrating here for you guys. This adventure is an actual adventure. So, hey. Okay. I have a picture. Okay, you guys ride north, okay, up the main road through Marlborough, okay. Uh, Actually, Mildenhall is what you go through. Marlborough is off to the left. But let me. Yeah, so basically, you take the. Whoa, that is not what I want. Okay, does this work? I'm gonna go regular. would work. Okay. So basically, you travel north up this road through Mildenhall, and you go up through Wanborough. And when you get to Wanborough, you're going to have to. Actually, you don't even have to go there. I don't like this. Why can I not just draw freehand like this? Okay, perfect. So there is a path right here, exactly, that you can take. It's not really a road; it's more of a path, deer trail kind of thing. But you're in the farmland, in the downs. It's nothing, no big deal. But you guys make the ride, and you get there right before dusk. Okay. I have a picture of an aerial view of the real location, and I want to show it to you. I know you shouldn't really see an aerial view, but too late. Too bad. Aerial view. There it is. That's the hill you're going to. That definitely looks like a horse on a hill to me.
How did they know that they were making a horse without being to see it from above?
That's
Really
natural.
tall stilts.
No, this is natural. This happened naturally. They didn't create this. This was a what I want to know is how did they know it looked like a horse without without like looking at it from above. I guess someone mapped it out. I don't know. If you're on a taller hill, maybe you could see that. But when you arrive at the site, you see a monk lost in prayer. He is wearing a black monk's robe. He has a funny haircut. Well, you know what that is. Like a bowl cut. Stuck into the ground before him is a white-headed wood and leather hobby horse. And he's praying apparently to this hobby horse or whatever. Let me. Did I put it under creature picks? I think I did. Okay. He's not a creature, but I put it there. There's another picture. Okay, so that's him praying in front of the horse. What are you guys going to do? You basically ride up, and he's the only one there. He's the it says the White Horse Hill gets its name from the huge shape, nearly 400 feet long, cut from turf on the side of the hill. The earth beneath the layer of topsoil is chalk, so the outline of the horse is white, shining amongst the green grass. The shape is quite abstract. Although many people doubt it's a horse, it has that name for centuries. Okay, well, If you want to make a religious roll, you definitely can do that. Christianity.
Just roll coming
And
up. 1
failed.
second.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Trying to find my.
It's not letting me open my character sheet.
All right, religious roll.
Refresh if you need to.
I fumbled.
Okay, so you know that a black robed priest or monk means that they are evil. No, I don't know. Okay, just a second.
Well, I'd never interrupt a man's prayers, so
Yeah, he's ignoring you. He's basically yeah, not paying attention. Anybody succeed?
No.
no.
Okay, with the fumble, you do get to put a check by it. Okay, so if you fumbled, which you did, you might think he's an agent of dark powers. He might be
Can
a pagan disguised as a Christian.
Can I look and see if he's got a Christian cross or a pagan symbol hanging from his neck?
Okay, so you want to kind of walk around him and kind of see if he's got like you said, like crucifix or something like that. Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
does. He's got a wooden cross hanging from his neck by a string. He's got a wooden belt. I mean, a wooden belt, a rope belt, not leather.
I'm going to try and interrupt his prayers and say, "Greetings, good monk. Could you tell us, is this the location of the White Horse?"
If you are talking to
Gwyneth
him,
looks at you and then looks at all the white on the ground and then looks at you again.
yeah. So now this is a totally different role. It's religion Christian. This is not to determine what the black robe means. Um, uh, hmm, there is a. Yeah, there's. I'm trying to look at the skills here. Um, going to say it's intrigue. Everybody can make an intrigue roll, and everyone can make a religion roll again. Which I don't know if you guys did or not. Was it looking? Don't
Bryce
forget.
passed his intrigue and failed religion.
Okay.
I've failed every roll so far.
I fumbled intrigue.
All right, that's a check. Okay, so we got somebody
I
did it.
fumbled religion.
All righty. Wait, we have a success on intrigue somewhere. Okay, there we go. You recognize that you noticed. Let me rephrase that. You noticed back at Sarum there is a chapel. In the four corners of the walled compound, there is a temple or a chapel or a something small, a shrine in each of the four corners, and each one is attended by monks, and they all wear the four different colors.
Okay.
There are some that are black. There are some that are white. There are some that are brown, I think. Yeah. So I'm just saying that you notice that there are various colors and they each attend a separate temple. Now, you're not religious enough to know what that means, but you're observant enough to know that it does happen. Okay? And black is one of them. Okay? So you know that it's like not a department, but it's like a sect, like the church is separated into multiple sections, and one of them is black. All right, and you saw him, and you tried to interrupt him. You tried to say, "Hey, what's going on, man?" What? Oh, and nobody else got any religion roll, huh? Okay. Well, you notice that he's speaking in Latin. Everyone without the roll would know that. You don't know what he's saying though, and he's not addressing you. As the sun sets, a full moon simultaneously rises, gigantic on the horizon.
Not at all ominous.
And he doesn't look up and see you, anything like that. Um, um, After about an hour, he starts praying more loudly, like he's raising his voice.
The
Maybe
mic didn't pick up that last bit.
he's raising his voice. Mainly, it could be that he's trying to, even though you're talking to him or trying to engage him in conversation, maybe he's trying to make sure someone can hear him. So he's speaking over you or trying to. But it's very methodical, and it seems like you didn't make your religion roll, but it seems like he is it's scripted. Like maybe he knows what he's saying and he means to say it, and it's in Latin.
I'm going to kneel down next to him and also pray.
Okay. Okay, so you pray. What's everybody else doing? Your squires are standing there
Um,
holding their horses, holding your horses, so you guys can get up and dismount and walk around or whatever.
I'll try and say a prayer to Epona.
I was going
Okay.
to say the same. Being as I am a pagan, I would offer a prayer to Epona and the old gods.
Okay, Sir Haywin sees what you guys are doing, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." And then he comes and kneels with you guys and starts praying to Epona. And I'm going to assume Sir Bryce is praying to uh, Christ, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So after just a few moments, not extremely long. You don't have a wristwatch to know how long it is, but it doesn't seem like it's that long of a time. The monk ends. He stands up and he's shouting aloud. Now in plain talk, he's speaking common. No, he's speaking English. Okay. And he's asking God, God, send a miracle. Convert the faithless who will come here tonight. He raises his hands to the heaven, holding the hobby horse aloft, arms spread. Then he's in silence. He still does not acknowledge you or your presence.
I quietly tuck my own wooden cross back in my shirt.
Um, Bryce is still praying, but he like glances up to see what the guy's doing because it's he's startled because it was this hour long of just a rhythmic prayer in Latin, and now this guy's yelling.
Right. The young man shrugs his shoulders and starts walking off with shoulders drooping.
I guess Sir Bryce is going to call out to him. Good
Okay.
monk, where are you going? What's wrong?
And he has a little confusion, like, what? Wait, there's someone calling me?
Where are you going?
I was going home. I am Brother Peter. I'm from the Abbey of Wanborough. Wanborough. Which is the town you didn't go through. Just not too far away. It's like right there. Where I lost my place. Okay, I came here to convert the pagan worshippers by proving their magic comes from God, not some fiend masquerading as a goddess.
Were you successful?
I don't think so. I'm surprised to see you. And he points at your group. I thought the Lady Pauline who's a pagan enchantress, and her followers would attend. I'm disappointed because you look around, there's nobody here except you guys and him. Um, well, I'm obviously relieved because I didn't have to confront anyone. But it must be at the other horse.
Oh no.
At what?
The other horse.
No, Gwyneth says,
Oh.
at what?
The Westbury one, of course. Surely you know about it. Everyone knows about it.
As I am new here, no. I do
I'm not everyone.
See my arrow?
Yeah.
Westbury. Now there is the Cheer Hill white horse there, but Westbury. I've heard of the Westbury Manor, says the Knight of the Old Ways. It's a pleasant estate near the Blakemore. Blakemore Woods there. But I never heard of a white horse there. That's what he says. Well, there is. And if your lordships are finished, I would like to go home. And then he starts walking off.
Sir Bryce is gonna look back at the rest of the knights and kind of like shrug, like I don't know. Are we at the wrong place?
Well, it's supposed to be tonight, right?
That's right.
And
It is.
Full
already
moon
coming
tonight.
up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
full moon.
So
It's
Let us
about
move to the other location.
35 miles as the crow flies.
so we've missed it if it's not here.
The time left until moonset is about 5 hours. In other
If we
words,
ride hard and push our horses, we may make it.
exactly. In other words, you can make it to Westbury before the moon sets if you ride as hard as you can.
I don't know that Epona, god of horses, would appreciate us pushing our horses to get a blessing from her.
Well, it could be a race challenge to get there, but we don't know where there
from horse
is.
to horse.
Yeah, but I don't know where. None of us know in Westbury where the other horse is, and we'd have to be trying to find it in the dark.
Does anybody have a size 16 or higher?
I have a size 14.
No for Bryce.
1 second. Sorry. Minions
Probably
up.
not, because size 16 is a pretty sizable man.
Yeah.
Where most people have an 18 maximum. But you might.
Yeah.
I didn't
No.
look at your. Okay, no. Okay, the reason why I say that, I'm going to give you all the information so you can make an educated decision. Your chargers and roundseys have the same movement rate, although the roundsea has a better constitution score and are thus better suited to pushing them, right? And if you're a size 16 or higher, you have to ride unarmored as to not fatigue your mount.
What? Huh.
And
so
the
as long as we're under that,
Knight of the Old Ways jumps on his rouncy, because he's thinking speed, and he's like, well,
I say it's a challenge for Epona, and let us make haste.
yeah,
And
I'll
suit.
jump on my rouncy.
Same.
I'll race you, fellers. And he takes off after the pagan knight.
Last one there sucks.
okay, so is everybody taking their rouncy?
Yes.
Your squires
Yes.
won't be able, they can't really keep up. They must be left behind with your squires, who are themselves not skilled enough to keep up. Okay, but they can take the horses back to Sarum. That's not going to be a problem. They know the way. I mean, just go back the way they came. So it's you four on your horses, on your rouncies. What's the path? Like, what direction do you want to go?
Okay.
All right. So is everybody heading to Westbury? That's my question. Yep.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
obviously, you're going to try to get there in time for the ceremony, right? Okay. Two factors are significant: your horsemanship skill and your horse's movement rate, which are the same, so don't worry about that. Oh, I'm sorry. The Knight of the Old Ways has a courser. Okay, so we're going to treat this as a race. You have a number of lines you have to cross to reach the finish line, which is Westbury. This is a like a meta mechanic, if you want to call it that. I'm going to drag you. Boop, there we go. Wait a second. I'm drawing. I'm not moving. Okay. So this is it's like an abstract way to keep track of how far along you are in the we'll call it a race. You have like a line there and a line there and a line there. I'm not going to tell you how many more there are. So you may outdistance each other because you might be more successful than others.
My Roll20 is playing a little weird. Get me a second to reboot.
Yeah, no worries.
Roll20.
No worries. I think Roll20's having issues.
It looks like it's having a fit.
Okay, so do you know what your horse's movement rates are?
16.
No clue.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's 16 as well, but
That's what I have.
cart horse? No, you're not using a cart horse.
We're all on roundsies.
I'm trying to find roundsy. Here we go. Normal roundsy.
I'm on a yellow horse named Whirlwind. We'll take any opportunity to grab a bite to eat, even when it's inappropriate. Nice.
We,
I
we
love
never
how it
did
gives me
horses.
I love how it gives me. Oh, here it is. Move 16, and the con is 18. So make a note of that. 16 move, 18 con. I really need to make a note of that because I'm going to make your horse's constitution rolls in secret. So you don't know how close to death they are until they pass out. So to when you make a move, okay, the way it works is when you're pushing your horse, you have to roll, and your target number is the movement rate. So your target number is going to be 16, which is a pretty good roll. You can use a passion to help make the movement roll if you want. Okay. But again, remember, you can only use one passion. So it's only going to help one of the movement rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
It wouldn't continue for like all of them? There'd just be one?
It'd just be one.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I'll save it for now.
Yeah. That's right. You cannot use it to improve a con roll. That is, well, they're 18, so it's not too bad. Okay, it says, we assume everyone starts at the same time. Yes, you do.
Okay, well, the race is on.
Okay, he's got, yeah. Okay, so everybody make a movement roll. So basically, you just roll a d20, and you're trying to get a 16 because that's a crit, but or less.
Bryce, 18.
So that's a failure.
Got a bear 8.
Yeah,
I got a success.
Yeah, 8's a success. Gwyneth's is a success. And
I give you your own plate, and you're like, screw you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Talking to the animal. Sorry.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use my dice roller. I'm going to make it a GM roll so you don't get to see what it is. And it is a D20 versus, what'd you say, an 18 con? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Your horses, they seem to be doing okay. They're cruising along really hard. Now, Bryce, you are, even though you failed your movement roll, what that basically means is on the path or whatever, you kind of fell behind. Like, you're not like miles behind. You're just last. That's all that means.
Yep.
There might be a gap, but it's not huge. You can, you're still with the group. You're just lagging behind. Okay, so after the first round of movement rolls, a couple of hours of hard writing. Gwyneth, Bedivere, and Night of the Old Ways. You hear sounds of a celebration. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not true. You have to make an awareness roll first. I read ahead. Sorry. Awareness. Okay, Gwyneth hears sounds of a celebration.
I hear all.
Valen hears sounds of a celebration. I don't know. Does this guy have a character sheet?
Does Bryce also check? Sorry.
No, only the ones in the lead. Good question. All right. You just don't roll. You're going to ride up on them anyway. You can't miss it. But it just gives you an opportunity to maybe get a crit, maybe get a check. But no, you hear this sound of a celebration, and you ride upon a frolic, some sort of peasant's moonlit celebration, complete with lavish food and drink, which, though a common fare, is plentiful and fresh. And as you ride through, the peasants say, "Are you thirsty? We have wine." And you smell the delicious aromas. Everyone must make an indulgent roll.
Ha ha ha, abstinence is my speciality. I have a 19 temperate.
Yeah, indulgence is a trait, so you roll the opposite one if you fail. And you said the other one is temperate?
I'm a very temperate man.
Okay.
Succeeded.
Yeah, that's not good. That means you are indulgent. This is a test of your indulgence. You also see a little distance away other peasants dancing under the moonlight in increasingly sparse clothing. Several lovely youths can be seen dancing in the soft moonlight, the lads wearing only garlands and nothing else. The lasses clothed only in their long hair. Yeah, they're naked. A successful folklore or religion, pagan. You have to make one or the other.
Or can I use my passion, my pagan passion, devotion?
Yes, you are allowed to use a passion once a day. You roll that first, and that could give you a +5 or +10.
Ugh.
Wait,
Well, you get to put a check by folklore. So you can improve at it, maybe.
well, you have to roll a passion before you roll the skill, not afterwards.
No, that was Victor. Valen failed his devotion roll.
Yeah. Okay, so if you
I did, and
fail,
my folklore.
right, but if you fail a devotion roll, you have to roll it again, and if you succeed, you have a crisis of faith or whatever.
I don't recognize this ritual. Am I even a real pagan?
And look at that. I succeeded. Wow.
Okay. Let me. Let me see what happens to you. Oh, failure is no, no. Okay, you succeeded on the second roll. So that means melancholy. Um, you didn't fumble. That's good. Okay, so melancholy gives you a modifier of -5 to all your skills forever. Basically, until you can shrug off your melancholy. Um, so you're basically like, I can't believe it, and
Yep.
a crisis of faith or whatever. All right, so there's a million roles, and your characters' names are not your names in the game, so everything's a little confusing for me. You know that you can change your name in Roll20 to your character's name. I don't know if you knew this. Where are we at? There's awareness. Okay, so the first roll you made was for indulgent. And then you made a religion roll. Which did you fail that as well? Did everybody fail their folklore or religion pagan?
I passed the folklore. I got a 1.
Okay, so what that means is you have to roll against your lustful trait.
Oh.
Yeah, because you recognize it as a chance to get busy.
I would like to use a passion.
Okay.
Um
Oh, it's fixed. Okay, perfect.
with my honor. I'm going to win this race.
Yeah,
I'm not going back empty-handed.
I accept the honor because it might be love of your family, but I can see honor. Okay, so
Success.
so that gives you a +5 to your lustful.
Can I give it to Chase?
You can give it to yeah. When you
Or
make
can
your
I kind of
passion,
like make it a negative? I didn't really think that through.
when you make a passion roll, yeah, you can add it to whatever skill you want to.
So would that make the lustful 5 less, or would it
Is lustful a
Just-
skill?
oh, oh, it's a trait.
Right.
So this doesn't affect Oh, okay. I
So
took
you
that
want
for
to
nothing.
you want to retcon that honor roll?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Man. Well, it's a good thing I wasted that 10 because my lustful is a 10.
Yeah, it only affects skills.
Only skills. Huh. Okay, that's fair. Well, I failed my lustful,
So you have to roll the other one.
and I succeeded my chaste.
Okay, so you are chaste. Now it says anyone who succumbs to one or both of their desires.
Phrasing.
What?
Phrasing.
I don't know what I said. Okay. But anyone who succumbs to one or both of their desires, indulgent or lustful, anybody, yeah, Valen did a success on indulgent. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just Valen.
Okay.
I think I'm the only
So,
one that passed the indulgent.
yeah, so you are indulgent. You get off your horse. You are welcomed heartily to the festivities. You get to put a check by that trait. So you can put a check by it. And you're pleasantly occupied for the rest of the night. It says all who are occupied are out for the night.
You knew we were looking for a party. We found one. You thought that was it, and then you got caught up in the moment.
There is a chance. As you all continue to ride on, they recognize that Bedivere is not with you because he's busy with some maiden or drink. I guess indulgent. You're drinking. The Knight of the Old Ways circles back and he lets you roll the indulgent again with a -5, which is a good thing because you don't
All
want
right,
to.
so
You don't want to be indulgent. It's because
Yeah.
of his strong virtue.
all right, any bonus to it, or
Yeah.
well, the
You got -5.
melancholy gives me a negative at the moment.
That only gives you minuses to skills.
Yeah, that was only skills.
Okay.
You want to fail this.
I failed with an 11.
Oh wait.
11 of 4, so yes.
Oh, okay. So you he slaps you across the face and you get to roll your passion one more time.
The devotion, the pagan passion, or
Correct. The one that you became melancholy over.
all right.
He says, snap out of it.
Is that with a -5 or just a plain? Or
Yeah,
straight?
just straight up.
Okay. Come on, roll. Really? Come on, roll.
Okay.
Oh, what?
You are no longer melancholy. And you have a bruise on the side of your jaw. But you're like, oh, wait, what am I doing? I was caught up. All this drink sounded too good. It just tasted too good. Okay. By the way, anybody that succeeded could have turned around and helped him out. Just FYI. But at least the Knight of the Old Ways showed you that it can be done. All you need is to have one person succeed because he can come back and slap you. Okay, after now you're trying to get past the second milestone, so you make a movement roll. That's a crit, right? Because your movement's a 16.
Now I'd like to use that honor.
Why did I lose my movement? Oh, wait, never mind.
You just rolling
God,
versus 16.
I know. My brain's not.
Okay, so you failed.
17.
Yeah, I'm for sure going to use that honor for this one. Let's see. So that's a success.
Gives you a +5,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it a 21. So you don't really have to roll.
No, yeah. So just a success.
Okay, so he went from last to first. Now I have to roll some Constitution rolls. Give me a second. Wrong chart. D20 GM roll. We're gonna go with Gwynnis because he got a success. We're gonna go with Bryce because he got a success. Oh, okay, that's good. And okay, yep, horses seem to be doing just fine. um, the White Stag is what it's called. That first one was the Moonlight Celebration. Now it's the White Stag. After the next round of movement, the leading player knight, that's Bryce, may attempt another awareness roll. Okay, yep. It's an awareness roll for you. Okay. You don't know what's going on. Okay. Because you crit, you can actually skip to the next line if you want. Do you want? Bryce? You might be muted. Doesn't look like it. I can't hear you. Can anybody hear him? Anybody? Okay. Checking his mic. And he does want to go forward. Okay, good. All right. So he can ride past it, but Gwyneth, you can't, and so you have to make an awareness roll.
Mic check while he's doing that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, I fumbled. But that's a check.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't see it. He doesn't see it. And
Make an awareness roll again.
you don't get to. Um Okay. So the knight of the old ways pulls up his horse. He reins it in. Um, he goes, "Look over there." Everyone can now make an awareness check, even you.
Ready?
Oh, now I see it. Oh, that! I thought that was a tree.
Fumble.
Okay.
Bryce fails. I don't know if I would roll if I went to the next line, but
Right. Well, you're not that far ahead. Remember, just because you pass or whatever, that doesn't mean you're not in the party. So the Knight of the Old Ways and Gwyneth are the only ones that see uh, a great white stag, larger than any that you've ever seen, watching you from a hillside as you guys are riding past it. It shakes its head, and you can clearly see its ears are bright red. Gwyneth, you're the only one that can make this roll. Make a folklore roll. You and the Knight of the Old Ways.
oh,
Okay.
I failed.
Yep. This is indeed a magical evening, my fellows. Okay. Everyone other than Bryce needs to make a movement roll. Bryce,
11. I pass.
you're almost there.
6.
You don't have to roll. That's a pass. Okay. So you pass, and what'd you say? You passed as well, Gwyneth? Yep, you
Yeah.
passed. So everybody's passed. So, um, because it's the third roll, everyone's horse's con is at -10. So that means Gwyneth's horse is an 8. Wow.
Oh.
And Bedivere's an 8. Okay. And the Knight of the Round Table, his is a 5. Okay. Just so you know, you have one failure and he has one failure. Okay. Not supposed to know that, but your horses are getting tired. At the edge of the Blakemore Wood, where the trail enters the forest of Westbury Vale, several knights wait to joust passerbys. They block the only way through. You ride up, and they're sitting there with their lances out. Hail, knights, joust for love.
I left my lance and my charger at home. And we're in a hurry. But if you meet us at Sarum in 3 days' time,
If you need
we,
if you need
Oh.
armor or lances, we have spares.
oh,
Apologies, Sir Knights. We're already engaged in a race amongst ourselves. Make
right.
way.
Who wants to go first?
can I borrow your horse?
What's wrong with your horse?
Well, it's not a war horse. It's not trained in jousting.
It is.
Thought it was a riding horse.
It's it's a halfway horse.
Okay.
Because I'm just reading from the compendium,
Okay.
and it says normal roundsy. Everything's called warhorse. I thought it was. I thought. I thought it was a riding horse, but it says warhorse damage, warhorse dex, warhorse size, all that.
Hmm.
Wait a second. Let me.
In the rule book for Roundsea, it has 3d6 damage for both the Roundsea and the Charger, but the Charger has a charge damage of 66, and it's not listed under Roundsea because it's a riding horse. It's not a combat horse.
Yeah.
It's table 10.2 on page 183.
Yeah, I'm looking at 10.2 is the combat horses, and then 10.3 is riding horses. 10.4 is work horses. Roundsea falls under riding horse. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it doesn't have a charge damage. Okay, all that means is you would have to make a horsemanship roll for you to charge. But yeah, if you want to borrow a horse, you can absolutely borrow a horse.
I need a horse and a lance.
All we're trying to do is break lances. We're not trying to hurt each other.
Oh, so would the Roundsea be sufficient for that?
Yeah. I mean, you just have to make a
Oh, okay.
horsemanship roll to succeed. It's
The-
basically one additional roll.
yeah, I just need to make I just need to borrow a lance.
All
Let's
right.
get this over with.
Yep. One of the squires rides over to you and hands you a lance.
Oh, goody goody.
Now I have to pull up respected knight. It's not a pre-gen. Have some respect. Oh, it might be under the DMG, actually. Let me pull the DMG up. I call it the DMG. It's just Game Master Temple. My mouse is moving all over the place. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it tells me right there, like an idiot. I should have just read it. 157. There it is. Okay. What is his charge? Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, so you both roll your uh you roll your horsemanship, and if you succeed, then you get to roll your charge. Go ahead, Gwyneth. Okay, so your horse stays under your command. Um, so you can charge him. You basically uh roll the lower of charge or horsemanship.
They are the same. I failed.
Okay. Well, let's see if I fail. No, I succeed. That would be a midnight joust. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's full damage. Okay, 66. $20. You get to apply your armor.
Armor and not shield, so 15. So I'll take 5.
Right.
5 is
No.
or 20 is more than my knockdown, but not double.
All right, so you do not get knocked out of the saddle.
And 5 is not more than my major wound.
Okay, and he looks at you and he says, "Do you accept defeat?"
Uh,
Or we can go again.
No.
No,
No, I don't.
You don't accept defeat?
No. I do not.
Why are you
I
Okay.
want another try.
All right, let's do it. Horsemanship.
Success.
Okay, so you get a full roll.
Success.
All right, let's see if I get a success. I also have a success, but it's less than yours. So you hit
Ah.
me.
And so
Oh,
I'm just 3d6, right?
no. You get your
Oh, my character?
yeah, you get your character damage.
Okay, well, that's 5. So 16.
Um his armor is 16. What'd you do? 16? Yeah, okay, so you get 16 is bigger than his knockdown. So he's making a dex roll. I rolled a 1. I'm good.
Okay.
All right, so you struck him, he struck you.
Do you accept a draw? And we can have a rematch in 3 days' time at Sarum on the Rock.
It's not victory, but it's not a loss. Okay, I accept.
Excellent.
Who's next? You may go. You may pass.
We're having a race. It's only fair if I wait until the rest of them finish.
Right.
So I'll just ride to the other side of these guys and then stop.
Right. Everybody's watching, but who wants who's going next?
I guess
All
Circus
of
is up
these
next.
all of these jousts can be happening simultaneously.
Oh, fair enough.
Right, because there's enough Knights of Somerset here. All right, you want to go next? All right. And you're on your round, so you got to make a horsemanship. Okay, you failed.
Fail.
That just all that means is you don't get to damage him or hit him, but you still get to make your charge roll because you might get more than him. And if you do, that means you guys basically just pass without any damage to anybody.
So test charge.
Yeah, charge or horsemanship, whichever is lower.
They're the same. Pass on charge.
Okay, so you rolled an 11. I have to hit you with something bigger than an 11. I did not. So I missed you. So you pass each other. You don't strike him because your horsemanship was a failure. He's like, oh, okay, the guy that you're charging is like, that was interesting. Let's go again. All right. So
I go with he was aiming where I should have been if I was sitting on my horse properly, but I was not.
you shouldn't be riding the horse from underneath. No. Okay,
Horsemanship again.
Yeah.
Failed again.
All right, so you still get to make your charge roll. I succeed, but let's see.
We failed the charge as well.
Oh, okay. So he actually strikes you. For 6 dice, which is 14. You don't get to apply your shield, so you apply your armor, which if I know my armor, you probably have 10 points.
That sounds good. My armor underneath here says 16, but I'm not exactly sure why.
That's because
that's shield.
A shield gives you 6. Yeah. If you are able to put it in the way. But with a failure, you can't put it in the way. So he strikes you for 14, which actually is only 4 points of damage.
My knockdown is 13.
Okay, so you have to make a dex roll or be knocked out of your seat.
I pass.
Okay. Do you accept defeat?
No, we're gonna go again.
All right. You guys are
how much damage did I take off of that?
4.
4 points.
Yeah. And remember that is a wound. So you create a wound on your sheet for 4 points of damage. So each wound can be healed once.
Okay.
Yep. Horsemanship.
We pass.
Okay. So now you can hit him. Um,
And we pass.
okay. You rolled a 4.
Not great, but
I rolled a 5. Guess what? I hit you. But you get to apply your shield because you got to pass. So I did 15 and you have 16 armor, so you take no damage. But you do have to make a dex roll or be knocked out off your horse. Okay.
I failed and never off the horse.
Okay, so he knocks you off the horse and he claims victory. Now, when you get knocked off the horse, you're supposed to take a d6 damage, but because your armor is 10, you're not going to take any damage. So don't worry about that. All right, so yeah, so you can pass. And he's like, yes, I'm good. And he looks over at his buddy and says, you only tied. I won. All right, and the third one looks like Bedivere. To be able to get past
Horsemanship roll and
charge.
Yeah, just do your
Sit down there.
horsemanship first. Yep.
all right, horsemanship. Sorry, my daughter's in my ear. Just a deep.
See, this is when you need the bridle that makes you pass every horsemanship roll.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do
6,
pass.
13 pass.
So now you roll your charge
Charge.
or horsemanship, whichever is lower. And I hit you with a 3. Oh,
And I rolled a 3.
okay. So we both
We
hit
connect
each
together.
Yeah, we both hit each other. We both take damage. Your character damage. Whoa.
And those failed horsemanship rolls just reminded me of the scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I don't remember that scene. But how much you do to me?
Hold on. Damage is
Your
character
damage.
damage.
Yep.
Wait a second. Sorry, I was cleaning my lenses. 14.
Okay, well, I succeeded, so I get my shield, and so I have 16 armor. So I took no damage, but I have to make a dex check or be knocked off my horse. My dexterity is 11. I'm knocked off my horse. Okay, so but you take 24 damage.
Okay, 24 damage minus armor, which is
And shield
armor and shield, which is
should be 16.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep, no worries.
Yep.
Now, what is your knockdown?
Oh, I keep also forgetting that I have that magnificent saddle, which adds to my freaking horsemanship. I really need to remember to add that.
Okay. You have a, yeah, okay. Well, what is your knockdown?
Knockdown is 12.
Okay. So I doubled your knockdown, so you're automatically knocked down. So you are knocked off the horse. He is knocked off the horse. And we both lose. Do you accept a tie? You just took 8 points of damage after your armor.
Yep.
Do you accept a tie?
Accept a tie.
Or do we want to get back on our horses and go again?
I say we call it a draw.
All right.
It's a good show. It was a good show of horsemanship and skill.
Make a dex roll. I'm going to make a dex roll.
Failed. 14.
Okay, I am rolling. Did I roll? No, I didn't roll. Oh, well, I fumbled. Okay. So you're trying to get up in the mud. He's stuck in the mud, but you finally do get up. Do you want to go over and help him up?
Yes, it's best
Oh,
to
okay.
offer a.
Yeah. So you help him up. He shakes your hand. And, thank you, kind sir. Wonderful jousts. Okay, so you guys can go through now. Don't forget, if you fumbled anything or if you crit anything, don't forget to check. I say that because I fumbled getting up out of the mud. All right. Respect. Okay, so after the jousting, the leader of the Somerset Knights says, "Your horses are tired. You should stay and eat with us." Okay, now this is a test of your lazy trait. Even though the ride to the White Horse is important, jousting on top of many hours of riding is very fatiguing. You don't want to pass this. Roll for your lazy. If you pass it, that means you are lazy.
I failed.
Okay, so you're not lazy. You get to roll the other one.
I am energetic.
Okay.
Sir Bryce is lazy.
Sir Bryce is lazy.
So, man, I don't even know why we're going to this thing. We already went to the wrong place.
We need a lazy on Bedivere.
It's giving me a fit here. Fail as well.
Okay, so you're not lazy. You get to roll on energetic. Okay, so you're energetic.
Yes.
Yeah. There is someone that's lazy.
Bryce.
Just a second. Just a second. Yeah. Everyone notices Bryce falls asleep.
Bryce.
What?
Okay, so you can make the lazy. They're gonna basically wake you up. I assume is what you're doing, right, guys? Guys that are awake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bryce, you can make a lazy roll again with a minus 10. 10. No, 10 or 5. Hold on.
5 sounds right.
Yeah, it's minus 5.
We're still falling asleep.
Yeah. So Bryce is just, he's unconsolable. You cannot wake him up. He had something to eat, something to drink. It was time for him to go to bed.
It seems somebody is unable to hold their own.
It's late, guys. Give me a break.
Eat, drink, and be merry. You know, it's a festival.
Okay, you only get 2 chances, and with the second success, you're basically out.
Yep, I
So
stop and take a nap.
right. So I'll let you know when you wake up. Let me Moonlit Vale. No. Yeah, I think that's what we're at. Hold on. Lazy trait, even though it's important, you're exhausted. The Knight of the Old Ways um, says out loud, there may be danger ahead, and we should, because you're going into the woods. So we should stay together if possible. And they put Bryce on his horse and lead your horse, but you're asleep, sleeping on the back of your horse. Tie you on. As you straggle through the woods to the hidden vale, a woman okay, just a second. The knights who make it to the vale, as the moon sinks into the west, uh, both Bedivere and Gwyneth, you see the moon high in the west, a band of commoners led by a tall young woman. I don't know what this is. Di, di, Dithanius shift. What's a Dithanius shift? Anybody know what that is?
No.
Sounds like an outfit, but what's Dithanius? And what's a shift? Is it like a music? I put it in the chat. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Sufficiently thin or airy as to be translucent.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. I could see that. She's like wearing like silk or, like you said, like a see through negligee kind of thing. Okay. But a band of commoners led by a tall young woman in a Dithanius shift are performing some sort of dance. A large group of ponies wait quietly at the bottom of the vale, like they might have came on them. As you ride up, the peasants turn to greet you. Roll recognize if you're awake.
I don't know who these people are.
Sorry, one sec.
I don't know why this is a recognized roll when I would think it would be an awareness roll, but okay, it says recognize though. It's for being able to notice something. Better? Recognize? Okay, we'll just assume that he fails. We'll move on. If he passes,
Sorry, my kid was in my ear. What roll did you need?
recognize.
Thank you. Give me 1 second. Ah,
Okay. So
nice.
you see some of the commoners are not commoners. There's a couple of people out there that are obviously maybe knights. There's at least one guy in the crowd that gives you the impression that he's a knight. And then there are others that are wearing horse costumes.
Oh, look, locals.
Yep. As you approach the scene on the hillside beneath the horse's feet, every horse that failed or fumbled one or more con rolls collapses. Bedivere, that's your horse. Your horse he failed one con roll. Also, the knight of the old ways, his horse collapses as well because you each had one failed con roll. They are covered in lather and they're breathing heavily. They're just. The noblewoman comes forward, glances in concern at the exhausted horses, and speaks. Your steeds are sorely wearied, gentle knights. You have a choice. Will you ride onward tonight? When the time comes, or let your horses rest? This applies to your horse as well, Gwyneth. Your horse is breathing heavily and struggling.
Oh.
Even though you passed your con rolls, your horse didn't pass out. Bedivere's horse is laying on the ground, unconscious.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
I would, of course, allow my horse to rest.
Indeed, it is time to let our animals rest.
Oh,
The knight of the old ways chooses also to rest. His horse is passed out. Once you have given your answer, the woman touches each mount in turn, whispering quietly when touching. No, you all chose to rest. Okay, so they are dancing, making merry, having a good old time. But they're not like trying to invite you or anything. The dance concludes. The crowd moves on to their ponies. The young woman sweeps her hand across all the steeds before her, and any of the horses who collapsed briskly rise to their feet, neighing with excitement. Mount up, friends, and ride on the wind into the arms of the moon. The horses that were exhausted are completely refreshed. The commoners leap at the top of their ponies and dash away.
Dash away all.
Some folks that came in costume join the stampede. Okay. Do you join the wild ride or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I get an option as I'm still asleep?
Nope.
You're snoring away. You're
Nope.
you're just snoring away.
You're out.
However, if you'd like, we can throw you on the back of your horse, smack it with the flat of a blade, or just smack it on the back hind quarter and let it race off, following the stampeding horses. If you'd like, I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to stay on your horse, but
I doubt I could stay on a running horse while asleep.
The young woman, because you're following her, the young woman turns back and waves to you, saying, "Your horses are rested enough. Join me and catch us if you can." So you ride up the hillside, over the white horse figure cut into the sod, catching the ponies on the top of the hill and outdistancing them on the hilltop without trouble. You charge into a great open plain that was not there before. As the moon sets and the sun rises, the grass of the plain turns to a shimmering, extraordinarily emerald green. The ride is too wild to let anyone see images in the flashing landscape until far ahead shines a golden hill. Without warning, some people are thrown from their horses. Okay, nobody made a cruel roll. That's good. Okay. Okay, the knights who chose rest, which I think is all three of you, continue to the small hillock rising from the bright green plain. As your horses dash up the hill, you see it is covered with yellow flowers. The lady says, "I am Lady Paulette, a follower of the old ways. The horses stop at the summit and circle a large wooden tub full of sparkling silvery water. All drink eagerly. Nearby is a stout oak chest. The only other thing on the hilltop, its lid is thrown open and it is filled to the brim with silver coins. And I'll just tell you now, bearing the image of Epona.
Okay.
This gives me an or, which is very weird, but it says you can investigate the tub, maybe even drink from it, or you can go to the chest, or you can do nothing.
I want to go see what the horses are drinking. I've got money.
Yeah, and there's the commoners do both. Like some of them go to the chest, some of them go to the water.
Chance to do both, or must
You could-
be?
It's an or.
Hmm.
Because once you get done, the other one's not going to be there. Like all the coins will be gone.
Well, the horses are faring well with a drink. I say I would just go take a single silver coin with the
No, it says you
image
can.
of.
It says you can. I take that back. It says you can drink and take silver, or you
I
can
would
just
take
take silver, or you can just drink, or you can do nothing.
I would say I would take a single silver coin and enjoy a small drink to refresh myself after
Okay.
such a ride.
So you're doing the and.
I
Gwyneth?
think I'll just drink.
Okay, so right. Okay, so if you drink and take no silver, you immediately add 1 point to your con and strength.
Nice. Oh, problem. What if they're both at my max?
I don't care.
I can still add it?
Yeah. This is
Oh,
magic. This is
nice.
magic, baby.
I have a 22 con. Suck it.
No, you can no, you can only have a 22. Okay. Yeah, that's possible. Because you're a
Yeah, I had a
Simric.
21.
Yeah. If you drink and take a silver, you can add 1 to your con, and you can take a handful of silver or just 1 or however many. What do you want to do? You want to take some silver?
I would say I'll just take a single silver as a.
Okay. Okay. But you get to add 1 to your constitution.
Well, it takes it to a 20.
All horses get a +3 to their con.
Nice.
So they have what, a 21 now? Okay, your horse there, Bryce, would get the +3. Even though you're asleep, your horse can still drink.
10-4.
After a time, a mist surrounds you. You can choose to ride or stay.
What are the commoners doing? They're more familiar with this.
They're all gone.
Oh.
They disappeared into the mist. You're the only
would-
ones on the hill.
I'd say let us follow suit and enter the mist. See what happens this wonderful night.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something that you're going to have to be honest with yourself. You get 10. This is a number you're going to have to tally up here. You get 10 glory. This is all the glory bonuses. You get 10 glory for beginning the ride.
Okay.
Because you didn't have to. You could have just said, screw it. Too far away. You get 10 points for making it past each trait test. So, indulgent, lustful, and lazy.
Okay.
So the only one that doesn't get all of them is Bryce.
It'd be me.
You just don't get the lazy. 5 points for defeating a knight in the joust, which nobody did any defeating. It was all ties. 100 for partaking in Epona's blessed hill.
How much?
Anyone who succeeded at all 3 chase rolls without any failures gains 10 glory for their impressive display of equestrian expertise. That would be the horsemanship rules, the movement rules. So if you passed all 3 of them, which I think
That's me.
you get 10 glory.
How much was it for the
I told you to
one?
keep track of this.
No, the previous one, the right before the one you just said.
100 points for partaking in the Epona ceremony.
Okay.
Someone was listening.
I'm asleep.
Exactly. I'm just playing. It was 100 for if you participated. And glory for succeeding in the white stag. Okay, nobody did the white stag. Okay. The white stag was a potential chase, but then you would have chased the stag and not went to Epona's hill. All right, the sun is up. You're riding out of the woods, and you head on back to. That sounds about right. You head on back to the. Serum. Yeah, that place. Okay, so as you guys now, after your hour or so of rest, Bryce wakes up. You're able to participate in what's about to happen.
Hooray!
That's right. Am I reading this right? Wait a second. Okay, so you guys are riding back to Serum. A mysterious hare has darted into the path of the night and begins to circle you very rapidly.
Like a rabbit?
It's a big rabbit. It's a hare. Yeah, it's a hare.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit. But it's big. You know, it's a good 20 pounds.
That doesn't make it less weird.
Yeah, it's weird. You can make a folklore roll. Whenever you meet an animal that you don't that feels weird or whatever, I almost always ask for a folklore.
Hey man, I don't know what this is.
Bryce doesn't have a clue.
Odd things.
Bedivere? Making a folklore?
Let's see.
Okay, so nobody understands why this hair is like circling you like a pack of wolves. But yeah, it's just a rabbit circling you guys. What do you guys want to do?
That obviously must be late for an
Hello?
important date.
I didn't understand that multiple people were talking at the same time. Anybody?
Gwyneth is
Just
gonna
making a.
stop. Gwyneth is gonna stop his horse and be like, "What's with this rabbit?"
Yeah, I stop and say hello.
Okay.
Yes, let us determine what plagues this creature.
We've seen some weird stuff today. I'll believe a rabbit can or a hare can talk to me. Why not?
If anything, it must be late for something.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. So after it circles you, like it already circled you once, and now it's circling you a second time. You guys just gonna stand there?
I'm gonna dismount and see if I can't get in its way to see what it might be doing or wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and watch it.
Are you trying to capture it, or are you just trying to be
No, I
just
wouldn't.
trying to be a dick, or what are you
I
trying?
wouldn't try to capture it. I just want to get down to its level and see what it might be doing, or see if it will actually, come to me.
Oh, it's far
So
enough
you're like trying to
away that
call it.
yeah, it's far enough away that you would have to make an effort to move to where it's at.
Ah, okay.
But you can just hang out at your you can dismount and
Just
kind of just be at its level or whatever.
dismount and take a and watch it, see what it's about.
Okay, and Bryce, what'd you say?
I'm gonna stay seated on my horse and watch what it's doing.
Right,
See if I can pick up on like why it's running in a circle.
right. Okay.
Like my guy doesn't, Bryce doesn't pick up that there's anything magical about it, but he's like, is something wrong with this, completely normal rabbit?
Right. Nobody made their folklore, so you can't like say, "Oh, this is the rabbit of Vorpal cutting people's heads off."
Yeah,
No,
we can recognize it's strange and still not know what it is.
exactly.
Like, hey, there's a rabbit circling us.
And it just went around a third or fourth time.
I was expecting something to happen the third time.
Really? Okay, well, four times. You think it's been four times. Any change in your stance?
No, just watching this weird rabbit.
Yeah, it's a hare. That's fine. And it circles a fifth time. Anything else? Any change?
No,
6.
If it hits
Uh,
like
Bryce is
10,
gonna
I'll just
ride on.
leave.
I'm gonna step a little closer and address the creature. See if it responds.
It doesn't, it kind of just avoids you, but still circling you. Okay, it goes around a 6th time. Or did I already say 6? But either way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride on, I think. No, not until 10. Not until 10 times.
I'm gonna. I don't know. It does seem a little odd. I would say follow in the trail in the creature's trail and just circle with it to see what it's
Okay, so you're
up
gonna,
to.
it's moving way faster than you can. So if you like get behind it and try to chase it down, you're not trying to capture it. You're just trying to like follow in its footsteps. And you're running pretty much full tilt, sprinting, trying to keep up.
Seems this creature is either casting a spell or we're just being fools or making us look like fools.
Okay. After the 7th time, the hare stops, looks left and right, and then dashes away from you guys. Now, somewhere on your character sheet, you need to note that you have a free +5 to be applied at any time. Just once, though. So if you have a significant roll that you need to pass or whatever, you can say, I'm going to use my +5 hair roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So it disappears. It's gone. The sun comes up. The dew melts or, evaporates or whatever. And you guys are heading out. Night of the Old Ways is like, what the hell just happened? I'm going to tell you this because I'm never going to have this happen again. I'm going to just tell you. Little out of character action here. If you capture it, it dies instantly.
Oh no.
And you don't get the plus, you get a minus.
That's so mean.
Yeah, it's mean if you capture this thing.
That too.
It says wise knights would tell their squires to do it. Because they would get the minus. Okay, so if you get the blessing from this hair, you get 10 glory.
Haha.
That's all of you. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Because you're going to make it back. You're going to make it back to Sarum, and Robert Scott wants to hear all about it. But we'll do that next week.
I tell him about this rabbit he's got to catch and rub its head.
He's not a. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
All right.
All right, guys. You guys take care, and I look forward to next week. Oh, next week, we're gonna start the main adventure. I do believe.
Oh boy.
Just FYI.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, you guys
See
have a
you
good
then.
night. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while we uh, played some Pendragon. Um, I have 3 players. Um, I would like to have a 4th player, but it's not necessary. I think we're having a good time with the 3 players. If you are interested in maybe joining a our little band of brothers, you can contact me and we'll make a character and you can join up with us. Um, okay, so I'm going to write something on this. This is where everybody should be. Yep. Let's see if I can't get all the players out. Gwyneth, Bedivere, and Bryce. Okay. Can I do text? And I can do. Oh, I don't want to do black. Let's do, even though that's the color, let's do that. Oh, shoot, you can't see squat diddly poop like that. Hmm. I can't just make this bigger. Okay, that'll work. My gloves make it hard for me to type. Now, I could have swore there was 4 colors of the church. Let me see if I can't find it. Well, you guys have a wonderful night while I look this up, and I will catch you